hope you're having a splendid day. Today is the first track event of the year, so we are in Götene, or I am in Götene at the moment, and I'm in a hotel room, so I need to keep it quiet. The time is, let's see, 7:20 in the morning on a Saturday, so we need to keep quiet. I heard a guy snoring all night, so I know they will hear my voice, so I'll try not to make any enemies while I'm here. So it was a long time ago. I was in a hotel room, and also I did a road trip around 3.5 hours last night and getting here, so all good. It was a nice feeling to be all alone on the road again. So what we will be doing today is then to attend the first track session of the year together with MX5 Racing Club here in Sweden, and we will be at Kinnekulle Ring. I have never been here before. It's a very technical track, as they say. It has some hidden curves or etc. We will see how it goes. We need to be a little bit careful today, as I have not been at the track, and also it's going to be plus 10 degrees at max today, and the tires won't be getting the heat they need, but hopefully it will be fun anyways. I wanted to make this introduction before I get to the track because there are so many other things usually to think of there, so I thought I'll do the introduction here in the hotel room. I'm sorry for that, and we'll take it up when we are at the track. So let's take a lap around Kinnekulle Ring. So it is 2072 meters long, 10 meters in width, and the times for regular street cars are around 1 minute to 1 minute 10 seconds, and I think I was doing somewhere around 1:4, 1:5 or so, and the quickest guy with an ND, I think he was running 1:02.9. So with all respect, it was a good time for me, but it wasn't that fast of a time. And what we have done is a long straight which goes under the bridge, and here we need to be very careful what we do with the car before we go under the bridge, because how you enter it is how you will exit it, and if you go in too hot you might unsettle the car and you will go backwards and be a lawnmower for a long time, and hopefully the car will stop before you hit the wall. And after that straight we will get into a long right hand corner, and that will eat your left front tire, and once that corner is finished we will aim at the pillar of the bridge and brake and turn in tightly, and for the next corner, which is the Moline's corner, we can go wide and meet the apex, or we can go more straight and meet the apex. The next corner is the TV corner. Here we can also go a little bit more straight and then tighten in, or go a little bit more wider line and go in and meet the apex. And after that we will get into the TV crest, and here it's important to in check, because if you do brake too heavily or if you go in too quickly, the rear end here becomes loose, and it's easy to lose the rear end and to do a 360 or similar. And that will lead us to the pit straight, and we will get into the pit corner, and here we will go wide and take the apex quite late, and then go wide onto the main straight again. Next time around at Kinnekulle Ring I need to consider my braking points, because when I was analyzing the video footage that I had and comparing myself to the quickest ND out there, I saw that my braking points are much earlier than what his was, so that is something we need to practice on. And of course the tires and the car setup and how confident you are, etc., all of that also plays a role. But again, then when I was looking at the video, it was on the braking points where I was losing my time. So that is in general also on previous track days and so on. I have seen that my braking points can be more aggressive, and also then not keeping the foot on the brake for a long period, instead do a more aggressive brake and then turn. So that is something I need to practice on. that was the first track event of the year at Kinnekulle Ring. So it was the first time I was attending the track. It was a super fun day and I learned a lot. And it is a very technical track, so it is suited for cars like the MX5 or the Miatas or any other low-powered cars as such. And what I need to mention then, we recently swapped the brake fluid to Motul RBF600, and since previously I had installed Carbotech XP10 on the fronts and Carbotech XP8 on the rears, and the brakes worked really well. I didn't feel any fade at all during the 20-minute sessions that we did during the day, and I did a lot of them, and I didn't feel any fade at all as such. So that is a great thing. And also I need to mention I was driving with traction control on. Call me a chicken, but we'll get to that in a bit. But that also works the brakes a little bit, and again, the no fade at all to comment on. And the reason for why I'm driving with the traction control on is that I don't feel confident in my own capabilities yet with regards to pushing it, at least on my limits. I know I haven't reached the car's limits at least, but we have had a tendency of having a snappy oversteer, and I didn't want to turn the traction control off while we were at Kinnekulle because it was the first time I was there, and also we had some rain during the day and we had some damp spots, etc. on the track, so I didn't want to risk anything. But we will see how we can make the feeling, at least my feeling for the car, to the better. And one thing is that the rake of the car is a little bit wrong. We're actually sitting lower on the rear compared to the front, so I will raise the rear a bit. Again, then we have MeisterR coilovers, so I have the capability of lowering and or make the car sit higher. So what I will do is raise the rear end a little bit, and then we will also do a realignment, and we will see if we will do more negative camber to give us a better feeling of what the rear end is doing, or hopefully that will give us a better feel for what the rear end is doing. And also I need to mention that I have stiffer sway bars for the front and the rears, but that has not been installed, and maybe that also will give at least the perception of how the car behaves is going to be an improvement, and also making me more confident of turning the traction control off. Or we turn it off and we'll just have to take it more easily and progressively then go quicker and quicker, because maybe that is the only way to learn my own limits and car's limits as well. So that we will see how we will attack, but that is something I just wanted to mention. And also I want to mention that I felt, or it is quite obvious that traction control is kicking in quite hard, because it cuts power more or less on multiple spots, as an example on Kinnekulle Ring, so on dips or on curves, etc. Even though if you're more or less going straight, it actually cuts the power then. So that is one of the reasons also for why I want to learn to drive without the traction control on, and also try to improve our driving and also reducing lap times, even though we shouldn't be chasing lap times on training sessions and so on. But even though it is worth to be mentioned. And in general, the car behaves really nice. The front end feels really good, and the cup tools work nice with the car as well. We will see once the cup tools have worn out if we will change the tires to something else from Yokohama or etc. But we will see. But all in all, it was a very fun day. If you have any questions at all, just hit me up in the comment sections below. If you did like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comment sections below why that is, and I will try to improve. And also, if you do like the content of the channel, do remember to subscribe to support me. We have more track sessions, autocross sessions, modifications, car detailing, and something for my new grill, or our new grill. So that has to do with detailing, so stay tuned for that. And also we will try to do some more sim racing related videos. But until that day, I'll be seeing you on the next one.